clear to enter. Welcome to Pizza Planet.
Welcome to Pizza Planet,
a Pixar podcast.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Garrett.
And we're your delivery guys.
Bringing you a square box of round, hot, cheesy Pixar goodness.
We've got a bounty of slices in today's feast, so let's dig in.
Welcome to
Pizza Planet.
We're here at a special location. This is a special restaurant. Ben and I are checking out for today's season 2 finale.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, by the way, I'm Gareth, and
I am Ben.
You're not used to seeing us on camera. If you are listening to this, I highly, highly, highly encourage you hop over to YouTube to see the video version of this episode. The podcast version is going to be pretty cool, but the video version is going to be even richer.
Yeah. Speaking of rich, we are at our friend Richard Story's house, and he is
Chef Richard.
Yeah, my apologies. Chef Richard is so gracious to provide this meal today. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what to expect?
Okay, so
today?
we're going to be eating a 5-course meal. Each course is inspired by a different Pixar film. And Ben and I didn't want to just eat a meal by ourselves. That sounded pretty boring. So we decided to invite some guests. So Ben, do you want to introduce our guests today?
Yeah, these are not just any guests. These are great friends, and these are guests from previous episodes of the podcast. Spanning back to season 1 too, right?
Oh yeah.
So so our entire show. These are our guests here, minus
Jonason Pauley.
Although
he's got a special treat for us coming up.
Hello, Ben, Gareth, distinguished guests, and of course podcast viewers, or in this case listeners or viewers. If you're only listening to this, you wouldn't know that I'm outside, but you might be able to guess based on the poor audio quality, so I apologize. So basically, when you order from Pizza Planet, you can put in special requests. Not in pizza, we don't do that, but you can request weird things like, leave it at the back door for my dog or something. I get weird ones, but this one has to top them all. And it is to record a video blog, also known as vlogs, for those of you who are a little older, and record the entire process of delivering a pizza. Well, I'll kindly oblige to any strange request we get at Pizza Planet. So we got your pizza right here. There's a half and half. I won't reveal what it is yet. That'll let you listeners find that out later, but for now, I'm going to deliver it straight to you guys. Anything for you. So here we go. I'm just going to go get in the truck here. Hang on, here we go. Just going to hop right in. Hopefully it starts right up without any problems, because you know how that could be. I didn't even introduce myself. Silly me. For those of you who might not know who I am yet, if obviously you didn't listen to every single episode of the Pizza Planet podcast. I'm just making up a new podcast now. I'm Jonason Pauley, filmmaker and co-creator of live-action Toy Story, the feature-length fan film of the same name. And that's an artifact, you guys. That's real ancient dig in the YouTube archives there, but I'm glad you guys liked it and enjoyed it. And I think that y'all will enjoy the rest of our short films and other projects that are on JP and beyond. Okay, enough talk. Let's get this pizza on the road. Yes. Bye, guys. See you soon.
But yes, thank you, gentlemen, for being here. We have Tony Zinich.
Howdy.
Who was with us.
What episode were you on, Tony?
The one with the music, where we went over our top 5 soundtracks.
I knew that. I just wanted to make sure you remember.
I remember that. I remember it well.
And congratulations on your recent marriage.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Yeah, a little round of applause for TZ. Married man. Now Mr. Zinich.
Yeah.
Mrs. Zinich has a ring to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you get married. You give them a ring. So.
Hey, none of these jokes were used before the recording, by the way. These are brand new jokes.
Not really at all.
Next, we have Anders Visser, who was with us with which episode again?
That was the good dinosaur one.
Yes.
We talked about all the paleontological inaccuracies of that movie.
and who's now volunteering with the local dinosaur exhibit.
Ooh, nice.
So pretty sweet.
That's been fun.
And our last guest is Luke Smith, who is on our Parks episodes. If you haven't caught those, we talk about both the existing Pixar-themed attractions and in the North American Disney parks, and some theoretical pitches for some attractions. But
Yeah, that was fun. Getting to do some armchair imagineering.
yeah, armchair imagineering.
That's
Yep.
right, exactly.
Yep. And our last guest, our brand new guest, who's new to the Pizza Planet, but he is somebody we're very excited to welcome. This is Chef Richard, everybody.
Yeah.
Is this our first course, Richard?
This is our first course. We have some pork and veggie bows smashed into a steaming tray. There are 4 of them for you 5 because I forgot about Ben.
Thanks.
Vegetarian anyway, so I'll for
Oh, well, there we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Get him out of
almost
there.
like we
Tony,
told
you're
you
in charge.
I love
of
it.
that.
I love it.
Uh,
How the heck
That
am I
looks
going to get this out of here?
fantastic.
the claw.
Oh no, guys, it's not going to
Can we do
look
that
as
every time
pretty
that we
as
get
it does in
food?
here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's as difficult as a real skill cream.
Thank you.
To get those out.
Launched it.
Steamy.
Yeah.
So we got some
Thank
bow.
you, Chef Rich.
Do we want
No,
to
for
ask him for any any details?
Oh, yeah. Hey, so what inspired
that's what I
this
need.
dish?
the Big Red. No, Turning Red.
Special
Pixar
ingredient in there.
That is, to be frank, my least favorite of the 5 films we are covering today. So I am least invested in this dish.
Okay.
Wait, this was a Pixar
Okay, so
short
this
too, right?
was the least amount of effort.
For sure.
Wow.
Okay.
Sure. Well, we're in for a treat then.
Just
This
like the
looks
movie.
good.
So yeah, okay.
Hold
Well,
on. Wait, give.
Has anyone here-
Switch me plates, Anders.
Sure.
I'm gonna split this one with Gary.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, my bad.
has anyone here had bao before? Have you had bao before?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have tried bao before. I'm curious if anyone else has any expectations going into this.
No.
I think one thing I'll say about bao is, in my experience, it's a pretty tricky food. I've got a bag of frozen barbecue pork bao in my freezer, and every time I have one of them, it's filled with a sweet apple filling. There's no pork in it at all.
That sounds awesome.
I'm not sure if that was a manufacturing error, but I think it's just a bao thing. I think they're a trixier food than most you typically encounter.
So you're sure that there's, what is it, pork in this one?
I'm sure of nothing.
Okay. Perfect.
So
Yeah.
So what? Yeah. What can we expect from the bao?
I think it's a savory filling with a kind of sweet roll outing. And that's all. And then whatever it chooses to reveal to you.
Okay.
Okay.
What's thick?
Awesome. Well, thank you, Chef.
Thank
Rich.
you, Chef Richard.
And there's paper on the bottom.
Yes, don't eat the paper. I do not recommend it.
Don't eat the pictures.
So okay, so we've got this soft.
It smells
breading.
good.
Yeah. Is that pork with a little bit of what is that? What do you call that? Veggies inside.
First bite, as expected. Very good. I like
is
bao,
really
by the
good.
way. I don't know if I said that. I'm a big fan.
So is this like a dumpling type of thing?
So, I don't know if it qualifies to be categorized as a dumpling. It's like a bun on the outside, like breading, steamed, like a steamed bun. But it's always filled with like something, like in this case, like pork and vegetables and stuff.
Nice.
And you can get it with like different types of filling, but usually like savory foods.
Yeah, we actually referred to it as dumpling. We were talking about our favorite Pixar shorts episode, and we were talking about Bao, the film, and we were trying to figure out like what do you call that food? And so dumpling was the closest word that we came.
Well,
Yeah.
you I think kept calling it dumpling, and I was like, the film title is Bao. That's what it's called.
right. I was trying to figure out like a word to like
Oh, to equate it to.
equate it to.
Stuffed bread.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a steamed bun. I think is what
And
is most
bread.
accurate.
So we're eating a Pixar character?
Oh, this just got dark.
Okay, so they eat it in
Frying
Turning
Nemo.
Red.
Right.
So,
I'm talking about the short film. Though.
but
Bao.
but in Bao, it didn't wasn't it revealed at the end that it was all
Whoa,
like,
wait. Has everyone seen Bao, the short film?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all like fake. Or like a dream or whatever, right?
Kind of. It's like her and it's
Yeah.
like the artistic interpretation of what she is experiencing.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Spoiler for Anders, though.
Go ahead. I've already forgotten.
It's a genuinely beautiful short
It
film.
is.
It hits you in the stomach, for sure. But yeah, when I first saw it, like, there was this shock factor. Actually, I remember I was in the theater. I think I shared this in the episode. There was this guy right in the moment where as we were talking about this interpretation of this mother and son, and the mother eats her son. That's the bao dumpling. She eats him, and literally the whole theater like gasped. And this one guy sitting in front of me goes, "What the?"
Yeah, I was pretty stunned too. I'm like, okay, what just happened? Where are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And then of course then there's like, I won't spoil it too much for our audience here, but then it's like
I'm interested. This
then
is
you-
a better way to hear about it.
then there's a heartfelt kind of like turn of the story, and you realize like that's just a an artistic thing, and then the whole theaters went, oh, and everyone was like tearing up, and
Yeah.
it was beautiful. But.
I'm very impressed with that whole short film, and obviously that movie was directed by, or that short film was directed by Domishi, who did Turning Red, so she's clearly got a thing for Bao. But yeah, I'm a big fan. What did you think, Tony?
Of this or the short film?
The actual dish.
That was awesome. I was expecting the outside to be less bread and more like, what's that called? Do you know? It's like a Japanese or Chinese like treat where they have ice cream in the middle.
Fortune
And
cookie.
No, it's like wrapped in like a doughy
Yeah, mochi.
mochi. I was expecting more
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
like doughy on the outside than
Okay,
like
yeah.
thick bread.
Yeah,
I definitely preferred this.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
was really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like is it a macaroon where it's the like crab filling? That's just like a Chinese thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Is macaroon right? Where it's like the filled like stuffed crab in the little breaded.
No, that's a macaroon is a dessert.
Oh my gosh, not a macaroon. Yeah. What am I thinking of?
Crab roll?
Crab rangoon.
Crab rangoon. Yeah.
Crab macaroon is something Ben just invented. We're gonna have to come up with the recipe for crab macaroons.
Crab macaroon. Oh my gosh.
Basically, you get crab meat and cream cheese and put it between two of the macaroon cookies.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's what I was expecting is more of the a filling, but
Yeah.
but this was excellent.
Yeah, I think my only experience with Bao is that short film, and when you watch her, it looks like a doughy, like kind of like you would expect it to be dough-tia, not like
Yeah.
fluffed out bread.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where the steam becomes
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Wait, so you haven't seen Turning Red?
I have, yeah.
Oh, well, because there's Bao in that.
Well, it was much more prevalent in.
In Bao. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that too.
That was good.
Delicious. All right. Well, is everyone ready for course 2?
Are we rating these?
We can. We
that's a
can.
good
Like
idea.
stars?
How many pizzas?
Ratatouille chef hats?
How many? Yeah. Ooh, I like that. How many Ratatouille chef hats out of 10?
Out of 10.
Luke, you lead us off.
That's what go around the horn.
I'd say good 7.
Good 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very steamy. I love
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steamed hams. 10 out of 10 would consume again. So
Wow, you really like it.
Yeah. Man, I'm at like 8.5. I only save room for later dishes. Yeah.
I think I would give it a. I mean, I gotta give it a. See, am I rating this specific Bao or just Bao as a dish in general?
This one.
This one I would give a 7.5 out of 10 Ratatouille chef hats.
Very nice. Very nice. This was very good. Highly recommend it. I feel like if you were just like throw this in as like a little side in a meal or even just a snack, like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
But I'll leave room to be surprised. So I'm going to go with a 7.
Okay.
Very much liked it. Yeah.
I love it.
Hey guys, it's me again. Feels like I've been driving forever. Did you realize we're on the opposite side of the country from each other? I'm starting to feel like it was a mistake to agree to deliver anywhere. They really should have put like a disclaimer like within reason. But you know, I'm on my way. Might take a little while longer, but just hang tight in there, okay? Good. Well, you guys enjoy whatever the next course is, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.
Hola, Mama Coco. For our next course, we have tamales, beef and chicken.
Ooh.
Wow.
Dude.
And this
nice.
is inspired by what Pixar film?
The beloved classic, instant classic, Coco.
Nice.
Oh, wow. These look
Look at that
phenomenal.
steam coming off
So
this.
I believe the tamales facing away from y'all are the chicken, and the
Okay.
tamales facing you should be the beef.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
Now,
Up to you.
I've never eaten tamales before. Are they a finger food or are they a...
They're a fork food, so they're
Okay.
cooked in corn husks. You want to remove the corn husk after it, and it's meat wrapped in a corn meal that kind of
Oh.
turns into a tortilla-esque.
This sounds amazing. I've never had this before. Have you had this before?
Yes, so many times.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Have you had this before?
No.
Oh, here you go.
So Tony, I'll let you do the honors of
Love it.
distributing again.
Luke, have you had this
Yes.
before?
I have not.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
All right, and these are
Give me a
steaming hot.
beef.
They just came out.
Yeah,
so
they look
Yeah,
like
I
it.
hope that camera's getting that steam.
Which
That
side
is
do you think this is?
fresh.
the chicken.
We think this is chicken.
Yeah.
Yes.
The ones
Chicken
facing us is what I
or
want.
beef?
I want beef. Oh,
Enjoy.
You're asking
I
me.
would like chicken.
Chicken it is.
Chicken or beef?
It is.
So the way to eat it, I assume, is to you kind of use your fork
Which
to
one?
kind of
Which
like.
side do you want?
I have no idea. I've never had it.
Okay.
I
I
think
thought you
so.
said you'd have it.
No, I have before. I'm just saying, yeah, that's the way that I assume.
You said beef?
Yeah.
Because you have the corn husk,
This
which
one
you
is-
crack
oh, that's
open,
that.
and then you can kind of scoop out of the corn husk.
Oh, you got double.
Or I could be wrong. Wait, do you eat the corn husk?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
It's
Oh,
like
I
a
see, I
wrapper.
see, I see,
It's like
I
a
see.
wrapper. Yeah,
Oh,
you
Yeah,
got
I
two.
see.
It's not
Then
actual
you want
corn,
chicken
it's
or
the
beef?
corn leaves.
Ooh, I will do
You
chicken
actually
wings.
just gave me an empty corn husk.
Oh, really?
no.
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
In addition to the
It's a
existing
diet tamale.
tamale. Okay.
Take the beef.
All right.
Where's the beef?
That's how I was gonna say it.
Where's the beef? What is that from?
It's a
Wendy's?
old Wendy's commercial, I believe.
Oh, really nice.
Ooh, that's not Pixar.
Yeah, that's not a Pixar.
That's not a Pixar. Yeah, they're really good.
So it's like cornbread with meat inside.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is this your
baby.
fork? Oh, no, yeah, that's my fork.
Is it like piping hot like it looks?
Mine's not
Okay.
super hot. It's not burning my
I'm
mouth.
trusting you on this.
Are you having beef or chicken?
I think beef.
Okay. Yeah, mine's beef. so-
Yours beef?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no beef with you.
I just on fire.
sorry.
What's yours?
Chicken.
How's the chicken?
Great.
Chicken's good.
Maybe I'll have to try it.
I'm gonna have to try
really,
both.
I really like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go for seconds.
Does yours have a like the flavor tastes spicy, but it's not spicy?
Yeah.
Are you getting that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
I don't know what's
kinda
up
like,
with that,
It's kind of
but-
like taco meat.
Yeah.
Yes.
The like Mexican seasoning, or what do you call that? Chili powder, whatever.
Taco seasoning?
Yeah, taco seasoning. Yeah.
So, what are we thinking of the tamales?
Great.
I'm like tempted to eat more, but I'm also like, we got 3 more courses, so do I want to save room?
Very, very good.
I've eaten 2.
Did you have both kinds?
I did.
Nice.
Which one did you like more?
I think I liked the beef one more.
Yeah, I like the beef
The
more.
beef one more. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, they're both great. Maybe the chicken actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, final thoughts. I would give this a 6.5 out of. Well, let's just go even 6. 6 out of 10 Ratatouille chef hats.
All right. It's easy.
I'm gonna go 5 on the chicken, 6.5 on the beef.
I second that.
Yeah.
I would rate the chicken differently. The chicken would be a 5.
For the beef, I would say 4 out of 4 stomachs, and yeah, perfect 10. Yeah.
Nice. We're winning with you.
I don't know. I'm sort of on the fence. See, I don't like the spiciness of it. I could take it or leave it. So I think I'll go with the middle 5. Still good.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm somewhere in between you guys. So
You're stuck in the middle with us.
yeah, the beef was a little spicy, but so I give that a 7. But then I'll give the chicken. I'm gonna go with 8. I really liked it.
Nice.
So I love tamales.
Awesome.
Well, should we summon the
Chef.
Chef Gusto. I mean Chef Rich.
Oh, I thought we were all
Bride and
doing
groom
it.
need to kiss now.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna say that. Yes, come here, Gary.
Oh, it's Chef Richard.
Hola, Mama Coco.
So
Oh, Rich.
we thank you for the
you very much.
It's
tamales.
delicious.
Oh, I'm glad you like them.
Thank you.
I'm very pleased. If you want to put your corn husks in the dish, I will take that away.
Okay.
So let's see. Yeah, if in the comment section, in case we miss anything here, let us know, guys. But thinking back to Bao, the first meal, obviously in Bao, that's where the dish is. But in Turning Red, I remember it being in the film, but I don't remember the exact scene. Do you guys remember?
Isn't it when the dad, Malin's dad, is cooking? Oh wait, no. I think we see her mom with like a box of bao at one point, or a container of bao, and she's like taking it somewhere. I don't remember. I've seen the movie twice, and I know I saw bao somewhere in it, and I don't remember where.
I remember talking about it when we reviewed it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys remember where it could have been?
I don't remember anything about anything. In fact, who are you people?
But I like the food though, so you guys are okay.
Yeah, I didn't see Turning Red. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't recall. I'm trying to think of all the like kitchen scenes, and I know they're sitting around a table eating at one point. But I recall them like maybe preparing bao in like one of the like where they're like all action like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm remembering it the
Like that.
same. Yeah.
Yeah, like the scene where her dad is cooking is like, it is a very famous, I shouldn't say famous, but like iconic sequence in terms of Pixar movies, because it was like everyone was like, oh my gosh, the animated food looks so good.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comment section if we're missing anything here.
Tamales do appear in Coco, a similar portrayal to how Bao appears in Turning Red, I believe, because it's a family dish that I want to say that at some point Miguel is either helping his grandma or his mom prepare.
Is it at the beginning?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Either he's helping prepare it or it's already been prepared and like we see him like serving it potentially. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it is before they go. He goes to the I was gonna say Great Beyond, but that's Soul.
Afterlife?
Well, I mean,
Land of the Dead.
Land of the
I mean,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
the difference? Great Beyond, Land of the Dead?
It's like the
we
different
need
levels
to-
of hell.
Pixar theory.
Do we-
Pixar theory.
Do we need to discuss the possibility that if all the Pixar movies, okay, so the Pixar theory is like this whole idea that all the Pixar movies obviously take place in the same universe. So how are we reconciling Soul with Coco? Or do we even need to? Because they both portray afterlives where characters are able to go into the afterlife and then come back.
Right.
So that's consistent. And is there something to be said about in the Pixar universe that your perception of the afterlife is either cultural or based on your own belief biases?
I think that either Coco or the guy from Seoul just like drank some bad cough syrup, and the whole thing was a hallucination, and only one of those afterlives is real, and the other was just all in his head.
Like the theory.
But you're not going to tell us which one's which.
Well, that's
up to be decided.
Schrodinger's Inferno.
Yeah, I would say that reminds me of like a Carl. There's like a theory that Super Carl and Bros on YouTube have that Carl and Up, the entire movie is like after he gets like sentenced to like go to the retirement home and leave his house when he assaults that like guy, that he was hallucinating the
He
whole
had it
trip to
coming.
Paradise Falls and all that.
Oh wow.
He touched his mailbox. You don't
And
touch
That is
another man's
illegal.
mailbox.
That is illegal. If you were to do that to somebody's mailbox, I would think, I'm no lawyer, but I would think that he has grounds to press charges against that construction.
But it's pretty crazy, like to think of him just in some like nursing home and he's just like believing that his house flew away with balloons, and you're like, oh snap! That's
Well, I mean, that makes the whole movie way more dark.
What
so I don't
Alzheimer's
like-
does to him.
it is right. What'd you say, Anders?
I said what Alzheimer's does to a guy.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I mean, if we're going dark, then I figured I might as well use that joke.
Movie sad enough as it is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go around the table and everyone say what they think the third course might be, or maybe just what movie you think it might be from. Okay.
I think that he's going to bring a live robin in here with a grasshopper in its mouth, and it's going to feed it to us like Bug's Life.
Oh, we're gonna get Mama Bird. We're gonna get Mama Bird fed a grasshopper. You know, that's a great guess. I only wish.
I could be wrong.
I only wish that was. No, actually, like knowing Richard's creativity, that could be.
Chocolate covered grasshopper. I'd probably try it.
Okay, well,
They do sell edible bugs in bags.
you know what? He might not have the live bird, but I could totally see Richard coming in here with, like you said, a chocolate-covered grasshopper, and then he mama bird feeds each and every one of us.
Wow.
Fun.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh gosh. Go ahead, Luke.
Well, I have high hopes for, I guess, the most obvious one, Ratatouille.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Ben or Tony? I'm sorry.
Broccoli pizza.
Okay.
Broccoli pizza from Inside Out.
That's a scratching the bottom of the barrel there.
I know it.
It's deep dive. Nice deep cut.
It's gonna turn me inside out.
I mean, so I technically do think I know what all the dishes are, unless Richard pulled a fast one on us. But if I were to make my own guess and not know what was coming next, I would say maybe a lemon snow cone from the Himalayas.
Nice. You think that's
Monsters,
next?
Inc.
or just one of the upcoming ones?
How,
And-
how would
And
the, how would
in the
the
spirit
lemon,
of the
for the
movie, we're
visit.
not going to eat them. He's just going to throw them.
Throw
at us.
how would the lemon be sourced?
Oh.
I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think knowing Rich would totally pull it. Be like, well, it could be lemon, maybe not. Gotta go make some more.
Well, maybe.
He's like drinking water. He's like chugging water. He's like, gotta go mix some more.
Well, for the abominable snowman, maybe that's his power. It's like it actually is lemon that comes out of him.
Oh yeah.
That's how he makes them.
Pixar theory.
Ben, what movie do you hope inspires the next dish? And pretend that you don't actually know.
Well, we've got Rich's back with us.
With a whole lot of green.
Ooh, what is that?
Lick it.
What does it smell like?
Lick it. No, I'm kidding. Don't lick it.
Hey again, guys. I was getting a little hungry, so I started eating your entire pepperoni. I hope that's okay. you don't have to tip me. So hopefully with this a little bit of Disney magic, we can get there. If my calculations are right, I'd have to drive like 500 miles an hour. And I just don't see how that's possible. But you know, since Disney, I know this isn't a Disney podcast, it's a Pixar podcast, but Pixar is the best purchase that Disney has ever made. And hopefully you feel the same about your pizza. Not the pepperoni though, because like I said, I'm eating it. Anyway, enjoy whatever weird food you're eating next. See you soon.
It's what's the green they put on pizza? The green like sauce, pesto, and some
Insecticide.
Hopefully it's not
Some-
insecticide.
What is going on here?
Course number 3 is Trenette Al Pesto from the beloved film, which is very dear to me, Luca.
God.
When I told it for the camera to see.
Yeah, say that name one more time.
Luca.
No, okay, the name of the dish.
Trenette Al Pesto.
Wow,
Trenette
that looks incredible, Rich.
So
Is
on
the
a
type of pasta, and pesto, like alla pesto, is the sauce.
Pesto.
okay, so on a scale
Awesome ramen.
of bow to whatever the opposite of bow is, how much
Rise.
effort did you put and love did you put into this dish?
A lot of effort, a lot of love. Not as much as I have in the past, because I'm making 5 dishes at once. So I had to take some shortcuts. But I love making pasta. This is actually, coincidentally enough, a recipe I learned from a real Italian woman we were in Spain, but 6 years ago.
Okay.
And yeah, coincidentally enough, this is one of the dishes that was highlighted in that film. When did that film come out?
2021, I believe.
That's about right.
Yeah, so 4 years later, I think Pixar heard my story and wanted to have a subtle homage to that. So they threw in Trenette Al Pesto.
That's authentic.
So I think whichever of you can eat the most without barfing wins the podcast.
Okay.
That's how they do it in the movie.
Yeah, and it is Trenette noodles with pesto, green beans, and potatoes.
Green beans. I was wondering what that was. Okay, try to get a little
Enjoy.
green bean action in there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef
Thank you
Richard.
very much.
All right,
y'all.
who's up first?
Should we pass plates like
Yeah,
around?
send a plate up here close to it, and I'll get you right here. Try to get you. Boom.
That's good.
Yeah. Anders. Hit you with a little bit here. I'm not doing a great job getting wherever these potatoes are. Oh, they're down there. Here, girl, I'll get you a potato.
That's such a cool combination.
Yeah.
Like the.
I wouldn't have thrown a green bean in there. Oh, potato down. Sorry about you.
It's so steamy.
Yeah. Oh, you got
You can
green
grab
bean
me
there.
that potato.
Boom.
A good soldier never
Ben
leaves a
Hameen.
potato behind.
That's right.
Right. So
I'll
has
get you a
anyone
potato
has
there.
anyone had this dish before?
No.
I don't think I have either.
It's
No.
Trinite.
De pesto.
Del.
El pesto.
Are you guys going to put the names on the screen?
Yeah,
Ooh,
we'll
that's
have
good,
to
yeah.
for this one.
Yeah, I'm going to watch back for that.
Trinity El Pesto.
You have to DM Richard for recipes.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know why I ate the potato first, but that is a fantastic potato.
Yeah? I don't know why I'm trying to eat pasta with a knife. It's not going to work out.
Different strokes.
Now, this is the part of the meal where somebody, one of us, says something super shocking that forces another person to spit take all over the person next to them,
Here, hold
and
on,
then they
guys.
turn into a sea monster.
Oh wow.
You know,
'Cause
guys,
that's
guys, you know, I've killed some people.
That's the
Everyone spits on Anders.
that's the scene in Luca where they're eating this.
Oh, nice.
I love that movie. That's such a cute movie. The animation style is fun,
Yeah.
Oh, this might. Yeah.
as
Go
well as the
ahead.
concept. The concept of sea monsters where they shouldn't be. Like it just lends itself to so many possibilities of like getting caught or
Yeah.
getting caught. Getting caught in the rain. You know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all the little ways.
Yeah. We'll have to talk deeper about this movie when Richard joins us later, because it's I believe it's one of his favorites.
Well, he definitely put some love into that because that is fantastic.
I'm having a little
I
bit
saw Luca while I was out at a fossil dig site in Montana. It was one of the movies that me and the other people watched. So that's how I first saw it. I saw it on a little phone propped up on a Kleenex box the way it was meant to be seen. So, that's actually not a joke, but yeah, you don't get a whole lot of good Wi-Fi out in the middle of the Badlands, but yeah. That was fun. That was a cute movie. I enjoyed it. So.
That's great. You were saying, so you were out there for, would you tell the audience a little bit why you were out there?
Fossil dig site, because that's what I've been doing. Volunteer work for a local museum being built. When I say local, I mean here where we are. We are not currently out in Montana. That's just where the fossils are coming from. So spent a few years going out there for the summer and just helping out. And it's fun.
That's sweet. And specifically like dinosaur fossils, right?
Yeah, it's a Jurassic. What's the term? Sediment in the that particular area has Jurassic fossils in it. So yeah, there were some dinosaurs in there.
That's so cool.
Wow.
You guys, we're bringing all the real deal right here.
That's right.
When we bring somebody on, they've got a connection in these movies.
Yeah.
Ben, thoughts mid-meal. What are you thinking?
Oh man, this is fantastic. I just love pasta, especially like a good pasta. You know, that's really just like not like trying to think of like a super like chainy pasta, like
Chainy?
Fazoli's or something like a good pasta. You know, but also I love pesto too. So this is I'm loving it.
Oh my goodness.
How about you guys?
Well, there's about 100 times there what we've eaten, so
Yeah.
got a lot to go.
This is only course 3, and I just want to keep eating this, but I'm like, I can't. There's more food coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
they
mean,
don't stop coming.
This one I'd give this 8.5 out of 10. Ratatouille, chef hats. Yep.
Man, you guys are loving this. I'm not as hot on it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the pesto. I can't say that I'm used to having pesto. I'm gonna try it again just to try to figure out what I'm tasting. But there's almost like a saltiness or something like that in that realm to it that I'm like,
Oh, I'm detecting
not my
saltiness.
We just did Ratatouille.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, I'm detecting nuttiness.
Is there some cheese? Is that part of?
yeah, I think there's Parmesan in there. According, it looked like it on the tongs when I grabbed them.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Yeah, I like this a lot. So, yeah, I would compare this dish to the actual movie Luca, because Luca, one of the things that I love about it is that it's just quaint. It's not a loud movie. It's not like trying to be the new like greatest Pixar movie of all time. Like it just knows what it is. It's a coming of age story. It's a very personal piece for the director, and it just exists in space where people can like it and appreciate it and even love it, but it's not loud. It's quaint.
Yeah.
And that's what this dish is. It's homey and warm. Hey, Chef Richard.
Hey.
You're good.
Are you ready for the next course?
Yeah.
Wait,
Of course.
Is everybody?
Yeah,
I will be by
but
the
we
time he
didn't.
brings it.
We didn't talk about how many chef hats.
Oh yeah, we can do that while Rich is setting us up.
Sure.
Rich, that was phenomenal. Thank you.
Much obliged.
I would say 9.
9.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go with 10. It's good.
Let's go.
Just
Be honest.
Yeah, I'm not big on it. Like,
you say-
okay, so the pasta itself is really good, and I can tell that like Chef Richer did a beautiful job on it. But the dish itself, I'm not big on. I'm gonna go with like a 4.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
or would it be better if you had like some chicken or some protein in there, tomatoes or something? Or
Maybe, and a little like breadstick, garlic bread on
Oh,
the side,
yeah.
something like that.
oh yeah,
I'd be all over
it's
it.
quaint. You're right. I'm with Luke. This is my favorite dish so far. 9.
Noise.
Not as smooth as I hoped. Ding dong. Hey guys, we made it. We got your pizza right here. It's kind of a weird choice. Broccoli pizza. It's like I don't think that's seasonal. I think it's just like hidden menu stuff. Don't get that one ordered very much. So here you go. It's fresh. Well, it was fresh. Probably not hot anymore. But you know, we made it, and you know, we don't promise good. We just promise pizza and on time. So I'm glad we could deliver. Certainly, anytime you need, Pizza Planet is there for you. Of course, especially you guys, because the name of the podcast, right? Pizza Planet Podcast. So again, thanks for having me. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird decision. And I was happy to be a part of it. So I'd love to stay and eat it with you, but I gotta go. Like, I gotta get back home. But it was great talking with you guys, and good luck on the future seasons. I hope to join you again soon. Oopsie, sorry, you can't give you that. I need that. My pizza warmer. Anyway, thanks for having me. I realized this would be really weird if you were just listening to this instead of watching this part of the podcast. I'm just like, what am I doing? Well, I just drove up, and now I'm going to drive away. Okay, bye, guys.
All right.
So this is
Yeah, pizza.
So for our fourth dish, we are serving up some broccoli pizza, a la Inside Out. My goal on this dish was to ruin pizza, but apparently my kitchen manager informs me that serving a charred disc of death was not going to fly. So there was a last minute pivot, and I present to you now a very California-esque, I think, take on pizza. So this is a cauliflower crusted pizza with a white sauce bechamel and some lemon garlic broccoli atop.
Wow.
With some Asiago Romano and Pecorino cheese.
Oh, baby.
Rich, you done it again.
Thank you, Mr. Richard. Although I'm pretty sure I saw a Pizza Planet box back in the kitchen, so I don't know if he actually made this.
Dude, Richard, you gonna take that?
So what did you see?
So Jonason Pauley, who the audience knows has been on his way here to deliver this pizza for us, brought us some broccoli pizza from Pizza Planet.
Oh, wow.
All right, so bon appetit.
Woo!
Dig in. It looks so good. In Inside Out, they do the way that it's like viewed. It does look like kind of like not the most appetizing.
It's just like slopping off of the pizza.
Yeah, but this looks genuinely good.
This
like,
looks good, yeah.
Yeah.
He said cauliflower crust.
Oh,
That
baby.
cheese. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Very good.
Chef Rich, did you make the crust?
No.
Okay.
For the audience, he said no. I don't know if he said that into the mic or not.
He jumped on it.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, we did.
Wow, that's great.
Your stunned silence is very reassuring.
Whoa.
I like the pizza a lot. I don't know if I'm sold on the broccoli. I'm not a big broccoli guy. I'm very
Me
much
neither.
like Riley in Inside Out.
Yeah.
I don't like broccoli.
I think it works
literally
surprisingly
meat.
well.
Yeah.
Broccoli naturally does have a little bit of a bite in a way, I guess as a vegetable, which I've never had a problem with. But I could see how, like, if you're naturally not into it, I could see it. But I like the crisp though. The crisp really works too. You know?
Yeah, I'll try a second piece.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of crunchy trees either, but it works
Yeah.
in this instance.
Yeah, I never thought when I saw Inside Out, I never thought that I would one day be eating broccoli pizza.
But
But
who
here I
puts
am.
broccoli on a pizza?
That's right.
Richard does, apparently.
Must be from San Francisco.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
So,
Whatever.
do you remember what scene? Do any of you guys remember the exact scene in which Inside Out, where this pizza appears?
Oh yeah, it's traumatizing.
So I can't unsee it.
Which for Pixar, like, got some competition. That might be the most traumatizing.
So which scene was it, guys?
You want to call it up?
Is when it was like not a full scene, but it was like recalling what happened during the day, and Riley and her mom went to a pizza joint, and then the lady hands them a broccoli pizza, and then
Yeah.
Anger gets angry about it, and Disgust gets disgusted about it, and yeah, and then she has nightmares about broccoli on pizza
Oh yeah, that comes to play in the nightmare scene. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
that
nice.
night.
Yeah, it's shortly after they moved to San Francisco, and Riley's very like sad, upset, and her mom's trying to cheer her up. So she says, "Well, let's go get some pizza. They can't mess up pizza," or something along those lines.
They can.
and they messed up pizza.
I see. Yeah.
And then Richard came in and fixed it.
Yeah.
And isn't it also in the very end? Isn't there like an end scene too?
What?
What am I thinking?
With
of?
broccoli pizza?
Where it's like
Oh, there's like a cat or something maybe that.
it like goes into the mind of like.
Oh
someone.
yeah. You see the lady, the girl at the counter who's selling the pizza.
Oh,
You
yeah.
do see her emotions at the ending montage where it's showing all the like tertiary characters and the insides of their heads. I'm pretty sure you're right.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, I think I would give this. Here, let's start with Anders. Anders, what would you rate this?
Well, I didn't eat the broccoli, but the actual pizza, I'd give that. I was gonna say 8 slices out of 8 slices, but I don't know if I could eat that many, so let's just go with 6 out of 6 slices.
Ooh, nice.
So all perfect. Sure.
It's not my best joke, but yeah, it's the same amount. Like, would you like 6 pizza cut into 6 slices or 8? Oh, just cut it into 6. I'll never be able to eat 8. That's the
Oh yeah, isn't there like a viral video where a
someone
guy and
actually
his
says
like
that.
wife are arguing about like how to cut the pizza, and the wife is like insisting that they cut it a certain way because she won't be able to eat as much.
I didn't know it was a thing that actually happened. That was just a joke, but a lot of people out there.
Very good, Rich. Thanks.
That was so
So
good.
what do you rate it, Tony?
That was I liked that a lot. I did not expect to like that. I'm trying to remember what I gave Bao. Did I give it 8.5? It's like, I don't know if I put it above or below the Bao. I'll tie it. I'll give it another 8.5, if that's what I gave Bao. That was so good. I liked that there was no like sauce on it. It was like
right.
very
yeah.
crispy crust, and then the cheese melted right on top.
Yeah, I think that helped not having like traditional pizza sauce on it. Helped make the broccoli more of a focal point.
Yeah.
And so like it made you not like hate it because it's not clashing with that tomato paste flavor. But yeah, no, I think 8. 8 was 7.5 if I'm being totally honest, because I don't like broccoli, but I did like the overall like symphony of flavors, like, or what you would call it, composition of flavors. So probably 8.
A cacophony of flavors, if you will.
Cacophony. Yeah, I'm with you. 8 as well. I really liked it.
I'm gonna say 4.
Okay.
Just because of the broccoli. Like,
You're with Riley.
yes, it is traumatizing.
Gonna have nightmares.
I know, right? I won't be surprised if I see crunchy trees over the horizon in my dreams.
All right, well, we got a 5th course coming, I think.
Is it the final course?
This is the final course.
Ooh, the final course.
You know it's gotta be the ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
So, Chef Richard, what inspired this dish?
For our final course, I'm serving up some ratatouille, inspired by one of the greatest Pixar movies, Cars 3.
But you mean Cars 2?
Cars 2. So yeah, this is the titular dish from the titular movie, Ratatouille.
Titmouse.
A French classic, vegetables and pesto and with the tomato base. We've got zucchini, tomato. So the eggplant, there's typically eggplant in ratatouille, but there's not eggplant in this because most of these vegetables were provided by a local organic farm, Story Family Farm, and the ones that weren't provided, we sought after in the grocery store, and the eggplant in the grocery store were bad. They were no good, no bueno, not edible.
They didn't bribe the grower enough,
So
as Ratatouille taught me.
That's right.
yeah. So I hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rich. Wow, looks phenomenal.
All right, Tony, you want to dish us up?
I will do my best. Is this, how do I just scoop it out?
Yeah, just scoop it out. It's just medallion sized. I don't know, shingled vegetables.
Yeah.
So
run us through it. What vegetables? What are the sliced vegetables in this again? Tomato.
Tomato, zucchini, and yellow squash. And then there's a basil and olive oil dressing on top, and there is a roasted red pepper and tomato, an onion base underneath the vegetables. So make sure you scoop to the bottom.
This
Okay.
is our first time trying ratatouille.
Oh, I'll take this one.
Yeah, yeah.
That one
We've
didn't come out as well.
we've never had Ben
So-
and I have talked about going to restaurants before to find ratatouille because we've never had it.
Yeah. Dude,
So when you try this, you're not going to have a flashback because to the last time you ate it.
yeah.
As a child,
Back to the present
I'm gonna
moment.
bring your
because-
plate up.
Yeah, this is great. So
Try
in
to
the,
save the tablecloth.
in the film, they say this is like a peasant dish. You know, like a. But when you watch the film, it looks so elegant. So would you say, Rich, like, does this? I'm sorry.
You're good.
Does this feel like a simple, like, or does it feel more sophisticated than it is?
I mean, the dish itself is very simple. It's it's just sautéing and stewing down some tomatoes for the base, slicing thinly these vegetables, and then mixing together some basil and olive oil and other herbs for the dressing, and then you just bake it. I think the sophistication you can add layers to that as you can in any dish, but largely with the vegetables and the presentation of them and how you can, the thinner you can slice them, I think that like has just some more elegance, and then the display, the shingling is a big part of that as well.
Let's go.
And you can make this much simpler or much more complicated as the chef wishes. So.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Yeah, and I love I don't know what you call it, this spiral like layering.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
All right, Ben, come here.
All right. Oh, we're doing this.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Thank you, Rich.
Wedding style.
No, wait. Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
You're trying to get both.
you're like
So I definitely taste potato. Or potato. Tomato.
It's tomato.
Tomato potato.
Very tomatoey, yeah.
The squash. He said yellow squash is in here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. That's good.
Oh, that's really good. It's really flavorful.
Yeah.
You know.
I like the zucchini. Yeah, normally I'm not a huge fan of tomato, but that tomato like adds like a sweetness that elevates it.
Yeah, the sweetness. That's definitely it's very sweet.
I can definitely taste basil.
What's with the?
You okay over there, Rich?
Just kick something.
Oh no, man!
Trying to be cool about it, but thanks for drawing
No shame in crying.
Chef Rich is down. Chef Rich is down.
All right, we're through the 5th dish.
Wow.
He's made it all the way through.
Just barely made it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this once at when I was younger. Whenever Ratatouille came out, my dad made this.
Oh.
And yeah, I didn't know what it was. I definitely didn't think it was all vegetables. So at the time when I ate it, I was like, oh, this is all vegetables. Gross. That's not what I was ready for. I was expecting some like cheese and meat and all this stuff.
Meat, yeah.
But now that I know what it is, I like this a lot more.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Oh,
like
that's
it
nice.
a lot, yeah. Yeah, because it's
Rich, you got a second helping?
you have a whole second dish of Ratatouille?
Bring it down, man.
Well, yeah, because he had to.
What?
It's raining Ratatouille.
Yeah, because Ego wanted to see it made all over again, so that's how he had to
So
have two.
I think it is not an uncommon experience that you have shared, Tony, when first trying Ratatouille, and your frame of reference is from the movie Ratatouille. And I think a lot of people, even if they have had Ratatouille before, think about what this would be like with some pepperoni. So I present to a version of this dish with pepperoni shingled in between the vegetables.
Wow.
So maybe it's a bit heretical. It's definitely not traditional Ratatouille. But if you guys would like to experience that,
I
Love to.
would
Have you tried
enjoy.
this?
No, I
No?
just did it with. I had a lot of leftover vegetables, so I was like, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
Dude, this looks
This
incredible.
is a Chef
All
Rich
right.
original.
We talked
take.
about on the episode that like when we first saw the film that we thought that there was like pepperoni or some sort of meat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. With how they animate it, I think that's not uncommon. I think a lot of people can see that and see it, the
try.
similarity that it bears with pepperoni.
yeah, dude. Oh, I'm so pumped to try this, man.
that
Thank you.
is
With the
Amy.
formula. That's mutiny.
Okay, let's see if this is
guys
heresy
wanna
or
go in on
revelation.
that? Ooh, it is hotter than the last one. Just based on the bottom of the plate.
This could taste like a train wreck.
That's true. Yeah, there's been no test driving this.
There's no
It's full send.
Interesting. Okay, so the pepperoni definitely doesn't take away from any of the other current flavors, I don't think. However, the pepperoni is not super noticeable until you actually get to it. So I think it works, but I'm not sure if it's adding enough to the dish to make it be like revolutionary or not. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I concur. I'm a man of few words.
Okay, well, this bite had a little bit more kick to it. So, is the pepperoni adding?
I'm tasting the pepperoni now. Yeah.
Is the pepperoni adding like a spiciness to the dish that doesn't exist in this one?
A little bit.
Okay.
And I prefer meat over vegetables, so it's a welcome addition in my opinion.
Yeah. I think they taste very similar because the main taste that you're getting is the tomato in both.
Yeah. Right.
So while you can taste the pepperoni, and it's like because of the pepperoni, it's like leaning more into like a pizza kind of taste a little bit than that one. They're both very tomatoey. So they're both good. And they're very similar. I'm wondering if so this zucchini right here looks like a pickle. What if you swapped the zucchinis out for pickles?
So
Well, it's funny you should
Absolutely
mention
not.
that.
Absolutely. Tony, kindly leave.
for the audience, like all they're hearing is Rich's voice, and there's no image of Rich.
Hey, Richard, you want to pull your chair up between Luke and
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
circle.
come stay. Feel free to eat because this is the last course, correct? Right?
Yep.
Yeah, how long have we been going?
As far as you know.
Yeah. What you know?
It's the last course I prepared. I don't know what you guys are bringing to this potluck, but
We
Guys bring it.
yeah.
we brought our shiny personalities.
Yeah.
I wish I had one of those.
Shiny.
Do you want to? Do you want to join us with some food, man? Bring a dish and.
Not right now. I'll eat later. I've been snacking in the kitchen as I go, so I'm not like
Pounds of
starving.
leftovers.
I guess actually I do want to try the pepperoni.
Yeah, dude, come
ratatouille.
on.
I'll be right back.
We have to know your thoughts.
I may have to head out soon.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, whenever you need to go, man.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for
Yeah.
having me on board with this.
Yeah, no problem.
And
We got to get your chef hats rating.
Yeah, before you go.
Chef Hat, 10 out of 10 rats, enough to probably eat me. And they're pretty vicious. I mean, especially from Paris. So I would say that's a sufficient amount to get
Nice.
the point across. So. The exterminator will have to be called.
And what was your favorite
What's
dish?
top dog?
Oh yeah.
Top dog.
I like the pizza for sure. I also like the bow. It's spelled the same. So
The boa.
the bread was good. So
Yeah,
I definitely enjoyed that. So thank you very much.
absolutely.
Spidey liked it. Are you like bouncing this second? Am I like totally blocking you in right now?
Yeah, I mean I'll head out. I can. It's okay. I can climb under the table.
Like a rat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of your way anyways.
Anders, bro, thanks so much, man, for coming and being on the show today.
Oh, and before you go, can you plug your YouTube channel for us?
Yes.
Okay, my YouTube channel is Hoops and Dino Man. I'm sure they'll have that spelled out on the screen, like everything, like all the dishes have been. I don't really have any other social media accounts, so that's where you'd want to go if you want to see more of my stuff. And
Dinosaur content.
yeah,
Any other any plugs as far as your content go? Anything exciting coming on your channel?
not for a while. I'm working on a project that's going to take a really long time, but I'm still making videos for sure. So
We're
Awesome.
hyped. We're hyped for that project. So.
yeah,
Awesome.
Maybe I'll I'll talk to you about it. Soon.
Yep.
Collaborations are welcome. So
Thank you for being here, Anders.
yeah.
And thank you for being part of Pizza Planet.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of the fam now. Mm-hmm. To have you back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope to do like future finales where we bring back people. So we'll
Jumping in
get you
this
back
chair?
again.
Yeah, this is great. Certainly an experience.
Oh yeah.
I say the Ratatouille's I'm not sure.
See, I don't want to give it a super high score because, if I'm being honest, it is disappointing that Ratatouille, this iconic dish that has been like, you know, in my wish list of things to try since 2007, is literally just vegetables. And I knew it was just vegetables, but at the same time, it's like, well, now I've tried it. I don't want to put it on a pedestal. So I'm going to give it... I'm going to give the one with no pepperoni. I'm going to give that one 7 out of 10. Ratatouille, chef hats. The pepperoni one, I might give 6.5.
Well,
What do you think?
I just want to say I share in the magic of this moment. So we have talked about this for like, where can we freaking go? Be Ratatouille.
Richard's house.
Richard's house.
Kizin a la
Thank you,
Tortuga.
Richard.
What's that?
The Kizin a la Tortuga.
Yes, Tortuga is the name of the place that they named this place. So for
It's
context,
the name of the place that we named this place.
That's all right.
People are going to be guys. People are going to be googling Tortuga in Indiana and trying to figure out where Richard lived. Don't do that, by the way. We don't know what you're going to find.
Rich, did you already share what you think about the dish?
No.
Let's save his thoughts for last. I want to hear yours.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, so when I tried this already blew my mind. 10 out of 10, my favorite dish.
Wow.
It's amazing. And then with the pepperoni, man, this is already so good, so it's kind of hard. It's almost like if I just had that, I'd be like, oh, that was perfect. But because I had this, and then adding it in, I don't know, I'm conflicted. They're both really good. Maybe I'm biased because this was like my first introduction. But I think the pepperoni does work. But I could see how someone could say like, this is already perfecto, you don't need it. So I'm kind of I'll say 10 out of 10, and I probably prefer this one.
10 out of 10 for both.
Yeah, for sure, they're both amazing. Yeah.
Luke.
I'm thinking 6. Like, I'm not a vegetable guy, like I said. It's vegetables, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I want to love it because of the reference, and we've seen it for years, and it's like, oh, and kind of like, you meeting somebody famous, it's a famous food that we've...
Never meet your heroes and never eat your...
Childhood favorite food from a movie.
Yeah. So, I want to give it a 10, but 6 because of vegetables. I'm not a veggie. I'm not a veggie.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like I said, I like it more than the one other time I've had it in my life. But I think I'm going to go, I think I'll agree on a 6. Because of what you said. It is like vegetables sliced in tomato. And that's it. Like, that's what you get with the dish. I think I'm going to give them the same because the pepperoni doesn't change it. At least from what I could tell, doesn't change it a lot. Just a small amount. And I'm like, I would take either one. But I think if you tried it with pickles and then you melted cheese on the top like lasagna.
I'm going to throw you out a window.
So I think,
Honestly, sounds interesting. I do think that sounds interesting. If you had like pickles and cheese and like more variety of food groups in there.
Yeah.
Because like that, I think that's one thing that the
You know what else is interesting? Lighting your face on fire. That'd be interesting. But we don't do that, do we? I wonder why.
I think the pepperoni actually is something that could be that solution. Like, I know I rated the pepperoni one version lower, but I think that was just because it was an experimental dish. If you refined the recipe, added the cheese and pickles, kept the pepperoni, you might have, a more... Oh, Ben's going in for thirds.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
Ben,
in.
slap me up some while you're at it.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so we want to hear
Perfect.
Chef Richard's opinion on the ratatouille.
Let me snag a bite of this first, and then I'll talk. You guys can just watch me
Okay.
enjoy.
After you try that and answer that question, I also want to know what your favorite dish was to make.
Oh, well, I was going to ask what everyone's favorite dish was to eat.
To eat?
Yeah, I'm curious about that answer. But so my review is so the pepperoni. I think Tony nailed it on the head. That it really it changes it. It doesn't like do much of like change the grade I would give it, but it really makes it like a pizza casserole kind of dish. So it's kind of like a lateral move. It's like, well, if you want a pizza casserole, bam, throw some
Add some
pepperonis
cheese
in your
in there,
ratatouille,
yeah.
and it's awesome. But if you're like not feeling a pizza casserole, which you not always are, you aren't always feeling pepperoni casserole or pizza casserole, then ratatouille you're like already a slam dunk. I also like have just been like wanting to try, and I love to cook, and I've like wanted to make ratatouille ever since I saw that movie, and it was like something that I was very like nervous to ever try because like I didn't want to like be disappointed. And then like when you guys asked me to do this, I was like pumped. It's like, okay, now I have to do it. The first time I ever had it was 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, this podcast thing is in like 2 weeks. Like I need to like really get ready for this.
Yeah.
And like I need to make ratatouille. And I was like with a good friend of mine, and she's like, oh, I love ratatouille. And I was like, have you made it before? And she's like, yes. So she like helped me make it, and it blew me away.
That's
I love the dish, and like the tomato, it's a very tomato like
Yeah,
heavy
very
dish, or at least
tomato.
like the rest of like the type of ratatouille that I'm making. And tomato is like one of my favorite foods. I love tomato. So this like it just like the cards are stacked like for me to love this already. And I'm really happy with its like simplicity, but it's like depth of flavor. I like enjoy stewing down tomato. Like I enjoy like the steps of it. I enjoy chopping up vegetables. I enjoy stewing down tomatoes and like making that dressing. And then you just bake it for like an hour, and then just like you do a bunch of work, and then you just like let it hang out. And it's a dish that you like serve hot right out of the oven, which is great for me and my family. They make fun of me a lot because a lot of the dishes I like to make, you make, and then as soon as it's out and you're like, oh, like the smell is just like permeating the whole house, I'm just like, you can't touch it for an hour. It's got to sit. It's got to rest. The flavors need to like really get to know each other. Like let this marriage like sink in, all right?
Yeah.
And they're just like, are you kidding me? Let me eat that. So this is an exciting like dish that I just think is awesome. I think my family would love it too. Where you like take it out and you're like, dig in, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I think I like the pepperoni one more, and that might just be because like the pretentious part of me wants to have like I want to prefer the pure like dish.
Yeah.
And I also like vegetables are so good for you, and like pepperoni is like not that good for you. So I'm like I want to prefer like the healthier dish. So I'm not sure how much of that like I would choose the ratatouille over the peppertouille. Like I don't know how much of that is just like me willing my preference of it, but that's what. So 10 out of 10 hats.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Same here.
Did you taste test all of the dishes today?
I mean, I just tasted these for the first time because
Okay.
I took them out of the oven and brought them out here. Actually, the pizza I didn't try until I brought it to the back of the house and I had myself a slice. That was pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
The Trenette Al Pesto, I keep calling it pasto. That I tried before I brought it out to you, and after I brought it out to you, that was good. And then the bao, I guess, yeah, none of them I tried before. They were all sampled after the fact. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I'm glad it was good.
Well then,
I was kind of flying blind.
I want to know what.
Come back and roll.
Yeah. Ooh, not again.
I want to know what everyone's favorite dish is, because I think for me, my favorite dish is the bao, but it wasn't this specific bao. I've had bao before. That was this was at Disneyland. That was just like so good, and I was like, this dish is amazing. So I like that dish the best out of all the dishes. But today, from what we ate, I think the pesto.
The pasta?
Yeah.
Pesto pasta?
The Trenette Al Pesto.
Where did you have bao at Disneyland?
It's at
Restaurant.
the Adventureland. What is the restaurant called in Adventureland? It's like right by the Tiki Lounge. And this is Disneyland, not World.
Right.
But right by the Tiki room, sorry. There's like a restaurant that serves bao and a bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
But that's not necessarily something it's known for, but that's the one place you can get bao.
Surprising. I didn't think you could get bao anywhere Disney related except maybe Epcot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not been to Epcot, but I know that you can get on California at Adventureland.
Okay.
So, what was your favorite, Ben?
Oh yeah, I'm with Rich. Definitely the Ratatouille. The pesto was my number 2. That was I rated that at number 9. So yeah.
My number 2 was the pizza, probably.
The pizza I was very pleased with when I did my test run on that. It looked great, but it was so bland. I was just like, well, it's just for like a YouTube video, so the audience won't know.
Yeah.
And then I did try to make it more flavorful, and it was more flavorful than last time. So I'm glad to hear that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Tony, what did you think?
So we had bao.
Yep.
We had, what was the second one?
Tamales.
Tamales was the second one. Okay. I think bao was my favorite. The bread was so good and it smelled really good. And I just wasn't expecting fresh, I don't know if it was made recently or not, or what the deal was, but it smelled like fresh bread. It tasted like fresh bread. It was so good. And then second place was probably the broccoli pizza, which was the last thing I expected. But something about the cheese and the really crispy, thin crust. Yeah. Yeah.
So bao and then pizza.
Bao and then pizza, yeah.
Nice. You guys both had bao up top from one. Nice.
Yeah.
My favorite was the pesto. I just love pasta. So that's a win for me. But I do want to give an honorable mention to the bao. I didn't know what to expect. So it was like opening like a present, like what's inside this thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a tricksy food. Full of surprises.
What was inside it again?
Pork and vegetables.
Pork and vegetables, yeah. It was really good.
Yeah.
And Chef Richard,
Oh, ratatouille for sure is my favorite. Of these dishes.
what was your favorite to prepare?
Oh, I think the pepperoni ratatouille. I was pretty excited about that, and I was assembling it when you guys were setting this up and getting ready to start filming, and I was like, oh man, I hope they don't come back into the kitchen, because at any moment you guys, and you had been coming back and forth before and talking to me about things and going back out, but then while I was assembling it, I just had a pile of pepperoni next to me, and I was putting it together, and I was like, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I don't want to tell them hey, don't come back here.
Yeah.
So that for just the anticipation of that was fun, and just I like to experiment, and like I said, I like all the steps involved in making ratatouille as well. If I didn't make a pepperoni ratatouille, I think ratatouille still would have been my favorite to prepare. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Did you? So in the movie, he puts together, or he puts together all of the veggies, and then he does a drizzle or whatever. Was that the? Because you mentioned the olive oil, I think. Is that the what all's in the drizzle?
Well, what I think, and yeah, the drizzle was olive oil and basil and herbs and salt and garlic. But I think what he was drizzling in the movie was he made a roasted red pepper, and he blended it But like the tomato base sauce,
yeah.
I think he was drizzling more of that on top.
Oh, because it was like a
It was
creamy.
it was very creamy, and it was like kind of like orange.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, I think he just used like yellow peppers and red tomatoes.
Interesting. That's something that if I can either learn how to make this or convince my wife. No, I should just learn how to make
Yeah,
it.
you can. I mean, definitely learn how to make it, and you can make it simple or as complex as you want.
Cool.
So you know what I think needs to happen is Richard needs to open a Pixar-themed restaurant where he just serves only dishes that are portrayed in Pixar films.
Maybe. I'll need some backers.
Dude, honestly though, that's actually kind of like that's $1 million idea. I think if you had like just like a cool shop, you know, a cool little restaurant. You kind of went with the like I'm an up and coming like kind of hipstery place or whatever, and you were marketing it as like maybe not just Pixar but like Disney in general, like animated films.
That's
and like
true. Because then you could make what are those things in Encanto that they make? I've always wanted to try those. I forget what they're called.
A house.
Coffee.
Several houses. No, yeah. But yeah, you could like you tap into the culture around like all these movies that people love, and then like your meals are just like ordering those dishes. Like
But I just put pepperoni in all of them.
Add
pepperoni.
no matter what they order, you serve Ratatouille.
Here's your broccoli pizza with pepperoni.
What's got with pepperonis?
And they're like, pepperoni? How scandalous.
On pizza?
I wanted a broccoli pizza.
You would have to move to California or Florida. I mean, it just makes sense.
No, it could be Lamplight Lounge Midwest. It'd become super famous.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you tap into the places where people can't go to those places.
I see. Right in the middle of America, right?
Disney would definitely sue you, but
It's worth it, right?
That's what they got right.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
I deal with that every day.
well, thank you guys all for being part of today, and we're very excited that this is the conclusion of another season of Pizza Planet. So, listeners, if you haven't caught up on all the episodes, go back and listen to all the episodes. There's lots to get through. We've got 2 seasons. Ben, what do we have to plug?
Well, we have Chef Rich and his new business venture. No, I'm kidding.
Do you have any social handle? Do any of you guys have any social handles or anything you guys want to
No,
plug?
I don't have.
You good?
I guess I'll plug. Story Family Farm
Yeah.
is they were the source of a lot of the vegetables in these dishes. That is, a local Indiana, organically grown urban farm. So look them up. They're on Instagram and Facebook, and they have a website. Story Family Farm, spelled Storey, and then Family Farm, spelled Storey. No, FAM. The Family Farm spelled the typical way.
Yeah.
Family Farm or Family Farms?
Farm. There's one farm.
Wait, so
farm.
it's Story Family Farm?
Yeah.
As in Richard's story?
Yeah, it's my brother's farm.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to say
Conflict of
that.
interest.
Yeah, his family farm. So.
And Luke, do you have anything to plug?
I'm just on Facebook at Luke Smith.
Okay. And Mr. Zinich.
Spotify at Tony Zinich. Zinich. It's old music right now, but now that I'm married and moved and the studio's getting set back up, more tunes to come.
We're excited for that.
Yeah.
All right, and Ben, do we have anything to plug? I don't think we do.
I don't think we do. Should we say anything about what's to look forward to with the podcast? And
I mean, we probably should have discussed that before we started recording if we did.
yeah, well, I think it's
Because we haven't really talked about it, so.
I think it's safe to say that we just like with the first season, we had a pause before the second season. So this is the finale, so there will be a pause. Gareth has a baby on the way, which is exciting. So excited
Yep.
about that.
Yep, taking a break for that. And and stay tuned to our TikTok and other social channels because we'll probably be posting videos on occasion and other things through social media. So we're at Pizza Planet Podcast, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So.
Yes. Thank you guys for listening, watching. Thank you for sticking with us for 2 seasons. It's been amazing to have you guys join with us and to share your Pixar love. And I want to thank these guys for your time today.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
Richard,
Pleasure.
thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is so fun. Very fun.
good.
Yeah.
And and I was gonna ask you for your review of Luca. I totally forgot.
Oh.
Because
Is it too late now?
Your number one? Is that your number one Pixar movie, or
No.
what is your number one?
That's a tough question. So I oscillate between Finding Nemo and Monsters Inc.
Okay.
Those are my
Yes.
2 favorites. Ratatouille is in my top 5. I really love that movie for a lot of the reasons. One of the reasons is that my friend KK from college really looks a lot like Linguini. And for some reason that just really endears. I mean, I love KK, and that really endears me to the movie. But also, I love to cook, and I love Patton Oswalt just crushed. I mean, yeah, you guys talked about it in your breakdown of that movie. That so many things just like they nailed with that movie. Luca, I watched this past year. And I'm kind of a grump nowadays, and I don't like a lot of movies. And I was very, very surprised, like, how much I enjoyed watching that movie. And at the end of it, like, the ending was kind of like, oh, everything's great, and we're all friends now. And I'm just like, I'm okay with that. Normally I wouldn't be, but, like, everything else about this movie was so enjoyable that, like, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I really love Luca. I don't think it's, like, one of the best Pixar movies, but I'm very endeared to it. I don't know where I'd rank it, but
Yeah.
higher than lower.
Yeah. Well, you guys should definitely put together, if you haven't already, your Pixar list, like
Oh,
ranking
yeah.
the movies.
Oh.
I think
I got it. I got one, yeah.
Did either
Yeah.
of you guys share your lists before? Or
No,
at least,
I don't have a list.
oh, you got to make one.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I don't remember if I sent you guys mine or not.
Maybe that'll be season 3 finale. Is
Hey,
we go over
revealing
all the lists.
Yeah.
And we do all the mathematical averages to determine what the best Pixar movie is.
Ooh, yeah.
Let people send them in.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We could do that. All right. Well, I think that's everything. Unless anyone has anything else they want to share. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Ben, do you have anything else?
Well, as we always say,
Animate from the heart.
that's Bancroft Brothers ending. You should listen to the podcast. The podcast is much better than this. But
No.
how's it go? How do we end our podcast?
We've only been doing this for 2 years. Got some slack, guys.
Keep it in O for Onward.
Because adventure is out there.
To infinity.
Put it in, guys.
And beyond.
Pizza out on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pizza out!
Do you guys touch fingertips at the end of every podcast?
Yes, we do.
That is lovely.
I did not know. That's amazing. Sounds really weird. That kid.
So precious.
I was telling Michael Richard, I thought you would be like, what are you guys doing? He's like, that's just lovely. Oh, yeah.